I am entertaining a visiting dignitary, a bit of a YouTube celeb today. He's on his way back from jet-setting around the world, and we're going to meet somewhere near King's Cross for a couple of hours before he gets his train back up north. It is, of course, Danny from Honest Places. Cheers, Danny. Thank you for coming along. I'm pretty sure, I know from the comments of my previous videos, I'm pretty sure a lot of you already know Danny and his channel, but I don't know, do you want to do an intro? An intro at all? Do you want to tell the viewers what your channel's about? And
Not really.
No.
No, I don't know.
I mean, I could. Danny goes Well, Danny goes to pubs that are quite often the pubs that I miss out on my pub tours. The more sort of down to earth, the sort of the backstreet boozers that can get a little bit rough around the edges. Yeah. And you don't tend to dwell a lot on architecture and history and all of that. It's more about the atmosphere and what the actual drinks are like.
Well, we don't get much. Well, we get a bit of architecture pubs up north. Not like here in London. You got way more. If I lived in London, I probably will go on about it more because, like I say, just this window behind us here, it's just miles better than the average pub we get up north. But yeah, no, I normally just stick. Well, for a start, what are we on?
Cider. This is. I think it's called Abraham's. I'll correct myself on screen if I've got that wrong. But it's a 6% sort of farmhousey kind of scrumpy type cider. 6%. Flat, still, room temperature. I really like it. But,
I think it's all right. I mean, it's not me, but like I say, when you go to certain different places.
In Rome.
Yeah, it's like when people go to like Spain on a Spanish holiday and all they eat is McDonald's for like a week straight. You want to order tapas when you're there. Basically, is this local?
I don't know. I would guess it's sort of Somerset or something like that.
Yeah,
but
you're always best experimenting.
It's down south anyway.
Yeah.
Local in that sense.
So yeah, I don't mind experimenting. You know the pubs. You said this is a decent day. It's all right.
Great. Okay, so we're going to do probably 3 parts. We'll see how we get on. We're going to have a little chat with Danny about the architecture of this place, which I'm sure you're really looking forward to. All of these different bits on the front of this pub tell you about different eras of pub architecture. My favourite bit are these pillars over here. Until recently, I've been calling these granite. The black one is lavakite, and the red one is, I think, a Peterhead granite from Aberdeen, but the bottom one is not, in fact, a type of granite.
Let's speak. Is this picking me up?
Yeah.
Is this mine? Oh, sorry, I didn't know I was in it. Sorry, I'll react now. Yeah, go on, carry on.
So the bottom one is emerald pearl lavakite. It's a kind of monzonite, which is not actually granite, different kind of igneous rock that comes from Norway near the town of Larvik. It's 300 million years old.
Do you research before you come to the pub, or you just know that in general?
I've read up about this beforehand. There is a geologist based in London called Ruth Siddall who's gone around all the London pubs identifying the type of granite and or monzonite in that case. 300 million years ago, a volcano spat that out. It sat on the side of a mountain in Norway for nearly 300 million years. You know that it can't have been put here before the 1880s because that's when the first commercial quarries were established in Norway to dig up this particular kind of rock, lavakite. And then it's slapped on the front of this pub for, 130 years? Someone's probably been sick on that at some point.
After this cider, I don't want to drink cider, I think I might be, to be fair.
And the one above it is even older, Peterhead granite, probably 400 million years old.
So you're saying there's more pubs in London that are going to have that sort of like millions of year old?
Everyone we see today has got this kind of granite, and it lets you date the pub frontage exactly. That kind of granite or monzonite was not industrially extracted until about 1884, and it went out of fashion in about 1905 to 1910 because this was all part of the Victorian pub boom. It was a bit like the property bubble of 2007, 2008. They went crazy speculating on pub properties, and they built all these lavish exteriors to show off, and then 10, 20 years later they said, well, this is all a bit gaudy and a bit tasteless now, so they stopped doing it. So you know when you see that kind of pink and grey granite, it's got to be somewhere between about 1890 and maybe 1910. But then the upper bits, the building is probably 1830s. It's late Georgian. Georgian buildings, they generally didn't slap a lot of stucco on the front, so you can tell that's been re-rendered probably mid-Victorian period because it's not that fancy. If you compare it to all the sort of carving and ornamentation down here, look at these capitals over there. They've got these very sort of elaborate Corinthian capitals there with the acanthus leaves and all of that. But if you look at the pilasters right at the top, they're really simple. That's what they were doing in about the 1860s. So you can kind of date the entire front of this building based on the stuff slapped on the front of it.
That stuff you went on about after was rubbish to me, but that marble thing was interesting. I think the age thing is the most interesting thing about it. I completely zoned out on what you said after that. I got bored. I'm going to get bored, to be fair.
Second pub of the day, this is the Skinner's Arms. I'm showing you Danny rather than showing the pub. I know you'd rather see Danny, wouldn't you? But It's a pub channel after all. There we go. Skinner's Arms. This is actually a new pub for me. When I did that Euston and King's Cross video before, didn't include this, but I thought it looked interesting. So
This
see
was
what it's
better
like.
than the one I first met you at.
Yeah, it's more like Danny's sort of thing by the sounds of things. Yeah.
It looks dimly lit inside as well.
Great. Cheers. Cheers, Danny.
Nice one.
You were a little bit disappointed with that, I think, weren't you? This is some Hawkstone lager, isn't it? Jeremy Clarkson lager.
Yeah, so I've seen the meme online where he's drinking it, but I've never had anything that's from Jeremy Clarkson's. But normally I'd swear how bad it is. But
Go on, knock yourself out. I can always beep it.
No, Tweedy's more of like sort of like a. He's
Genteel
got a bit of
pub
respect on this channel, so I'm not going to do it. I'm going to be like as if I'm talking to my grandma. But it's horrible. It's hanging. It's disgusting. It's like I think it is the equivalent of like a Carlin. It's probably a bit better than the Carlin. It's got a bit more punch to it, but other than that, it's about a 2 out of 10. It's horrible.
So would you say it's too sweet or too bitter or too...
I think it is too sweet. I think
Too
you're right.
sweet.
I think it is too sweet, yeah.
Right.
Like now you had the Timothy Taylor's.
This is good.
Yeah, I should have had that.
It's pretty reliable. You know, good old stalwart Timothy Taylor's.
Yeah. The thing is though, we asked what's the best seller, and they said this, and that's all you can go off really.
Yeah.
And I like experimenting what people say is the best seller, so
Yeah.
I got this, they said it's the best one, and
I got the sense from... It's a nice pub, but from overhearing the conversations, there's quite a lot of tourists, I think, here. Because I think it's, you know, we're right by St Pancras and King's Cross and the British Library, not that
So
attracts a lot of tourists.
they probably thought we was tourists.
It's the best
And
seller for tourists.
They
Yeah.
probably flogged us the shittest beer that's going out of date soon. They said, yeah, have that.
It's quite a nice looking pub inside though, isn't it?
I think it's a decent pub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have an idea in mind of your ideal pub? Is it more modern? Is it older? Is it is it just all about what the beer selection is, or
To be honest, if we had my own pub, I'd probably only have 4 beers on tap,
yeah,
really, and I wouldn't cater for other people. So I probably would have I'd have a stout on, Beamish. I wouldn't have Guinness, to be fair, which sounds mad.
yeah,
I wouldn't have it, but I'd have Beamish on. I'd have a Pilsner. I'd probably have Pilsner Urquell on tap. Because you can't beat Pilsner Urquell, the first Pilsner. And people will probably say, "Oh, you should have a cider on," but no, if you're having a cider, I don't want you in my pub anyway. So
we just had a cider at the first pub. You didn't have to. I didn't twist your arm into it.
I thought you know best. And to be honest, it was nice, but I still won't have it anyway. No, I'll probably have a. Yeah,
You were talking about unicorn before.
Oh shit! Yeah, I'd have a unicorn.
Robinson's unicorn.
Yeah, I'd have Robinson. I'd have a.
I had that with Darren, and when we were in Manchester, a couple of pubs actually.
Yeah.
Had, unicorn. I thought it was great.
Yeah, I would have a unicorn on. Yeah, so that's 3. I'm up to 3
that
now.
to me is a sort of classic bitter as well.
Yeah.
It's a very sort of traditional classic English bitter.
Yeah, 100% I'd have a unicorn. Now you've refreshed my memory. I'd have a unicorn. Yeah. And for the 4th one, did it say 4 on tap? I can't remember. I did say 4. I've got Beamish, I've got unicorn, I've got Pilsner Urquell. Then I'll probably have. I'll probably have Club Tropica from what's the brewery?
Tiny Rebel. That is, it's Kutch. That's
Oh,
the
is
brewery
it?
that does
Okay.
Kutch.
So I don't really rate Tiny Rebel as a brewery, but
Right.
they've done Club Tropica's the best one.
It's a very wide range of beer styles there. You've gone from
I'm catering
a
to
classic stout to a classic Pilsner
yeah.
to a classic English bitter to some...
Yeah. But in this day and age, though, if you don't cater to the general, especially running a pub in this day and age, I wouldn't even want to run a pub anyway. But you got to cater to everyone. But if I ran my own pub, I'd run into the ground myself. I'd just drink it dry. So I'm not gonna. So if you think honest pub's gonna come, it's never gonna come. So.
Right.
Is that it? Next
Yeah,
take?
that'll do. Yeah, yeah.
Next take. Yeah.
Thanks,
How long's
Danny.
that? That's 7 minutes.
Well,
50.
I
That.
can cut out some herbs.
No, I don't think you should. If I watch this video back, oh no, he's already pressed it.
I'm going to press the button.
No,
I
no,
won't
if
press the button.
If I watch this video
All right, I'm
back,
pressing the
and
button. So I was all for just sitting here and having a very relaxed conversation, but Danny was practically begging me to talk more about architecture, weren't you?
of course, I need to know all the intricates about a pub now. I do.
So this is another example of larvicite. This is I don't know if I said at the previous pub, that was actually a particular kind of lavakite called emerald pearl lavakite. It's all from Norway. It's all igneous rock. It's all about 300 million years old.
What's so important about Norway that's always come from Norway?
This was considered very flashy in the Victorian period because I don't know if you really get the sense of it now, but it has this particular sort of iridescence. It reflects light in a really nice way, and it's got this kind of lovely, kind of shiny luster to it.
Notice the shine is it's quite intriguing.
It's got a beautiful shine to it. You've got to polish it to get it like that. You don't get that. Yeah. Well, initially it's got to be polished. You dig it out of a quarry, and it's obviously going to have slightly rough edges from where it's been chopped out. But then they polish it, and they get this lovely smooth surface, and the quartz in it and the feldspar kind of reflects the light, and it's got this lovely iridescence. So
you're saying someone's polished that like recently, do you reckon?
No. In the 1890s.
Oh, and the polish will last until...
Yeah, I mean, by polishing, it's just basically sanding it down, smoothing it down, and you get this very kind of smooth edge. If you imagine when this street was late Victorian era, or probably this was an early Edwardian pub, lined with gas lamps, and they've got a particular twinkle, a bit like the fake lights in the window now. It's got a particular sort of twinkle to it, that reflecting in the lavakite there would have looked fantastic. It would have looked very opulent, yeah. And that's what they were trying to do with those late Victorian, early Edwardian pubs. They were trying to say this is a classy joint. This is a very sophisticated place to come in and get your wouldn't have been Hawkstone lager in those days, but the bitter or the mild or whatever they were drinking back then.
Well, it is a decent pub inside. I do like the pub inside. I know you're probably more attracted to the outside.
Yeah, I do love a bit of lavakite. Who doesn't?
Me.
Third pub we're going to is the Rocket behind me here, and Danny was asking on the way here, are we going here because there's something particularly special about it? Is it a really great pub? No, we're going here because there's more granite on the exterior.
It's got a flat roof.
It's got a flat. Well, some of it's got a flat roof. We can talk about that. Why some of it has a flat roof?
First before we do.
Yeah, right. Yeah, all right, so we're here in the Rocket. We've just rated the... You're going to have to watch Danny's video to see the ratings. I'm not going to give the game away.
Mate, I took that away from you.
No, it's fine. I've been boring Danny with some talk about the interior here. Still got the sort of separation between the saloon bar and the public bar. You can even see that in the style of the bar counter. We've seen this many times before. Fielded panelling at the back in the posh bit on the saloon bar, matchboard panelling in the more down-to-earth bit in the public bar, which is where we're standing right now. The culture is sort of built into the fabric of the building. I find that interesting.
It is interesting, yeah. And it's, I do like the archway windows. Like you get a full view.
Yeah.
Like if it was snowing, if it was in here now, and I don't know if you're going to cut to like maybe the archway windows.
Yep.
Maybe you can, just for me.
I could put on some fake snow even.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah. I'll put on some fake snow.
For you already,
yeah.
I ain't got that much money. But if you can do that, it'd be nice to sit in here. It's nice and cozy in the winter and look outside. It'd be great. Yeah, I do like it. I think it's a good recommendation, pub.
Right. Cheers. Lighting's a bit rubbish, sorry, but we're at fourth pub. Well, not fourth pub for Danny, but fourth pub for me this evening.
You can just say I'm an alcoholic if you want to. You can do that if you want.
This is the Euston Tap. Over on Danny's video, I probably made some slightly... I feel a little bit bad now. I made some slightly scathing comments on the way here.
I think you should feel bad.
I do feel bad.
He said it was going to be too expensive, and he said the lineup wasn't going to be good. We went in there. It's the cheapest probably pint we've had, and the lineup was probably the best.
Was very reasonable. Yeah. 11 something for 2 pints, and I've got Otter Bitter. Look at that. Very, very pleased with that, and I think it's in great condition. And well, Danny's got something that Danny wants to drink.
I've got something that obviously Mr. Tweed doesn't like, but it's an IPA. But again, it was still under 12 quid, so you can't...
Yeah, in London, and right next to Euston Station.
There you go.
In this iconic location. I was boring Danny on the way here with how this is the last vestige of the classical design of the complex around Euston Station. The main station building itself now, is it 1960s rebuild? I can't remember exactly. Horrible concrete monstrosity over there, but you've got these two little lodges, the Euston Tap and what used to be the Cider Tap over there. I think still very attractive little buildings, tiny little pubs, tiny little pub inside this one. It's all right, isn't it?
I can't believe
it really could be worse.
Are you going to film, whilst I'm talking now, are you going to film like a bit of B-roll of the Euston Station now? Because I can't believe how bad Euston Station looks now. Apart from these two little pillars, as you said now, yeah, it's awful. Euston Station's horrible.
Grim.
It's like, yeah.
A bus station, a taxi rank where there used to be pleasure gardens and classical architecture and a huge Doric Arch, and it was all fantastic before, and this is what we've got left.
It's hanging. Yeah, I actually can't believe how bad it is. I actually feel a bit depressed just sitting outside there having a pint, to be fair. It's actually quite bad. Considering this is like the epitome of the busiest, well, probably back in the day, the busiest station in London.
It would have been, yeah.
And now it's drawn back to this, yeah.
Bit grim.
But, you know,
There you go.
it is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Alright, cheers, Mr.
Cheers.
Sweet.
Cheers.
Don't know if this. No, it's not the last one actually. I'm going to do one more.
We've still got a bit more time before your train, I think.
I've got at least 50 minutes.
Alright.
So-
Squeeze one more in.
Squeeze one more.
Yeah.
Of course we can.
This is probably going to be our last. Do that bit again. This is probably going to be our last pub.
No, we should include this.
It should include the slight slurring.
Everyone wants to see Tweedy pubs after a few pints. If you don't include this now, watch the video back and be fuming. If Tweedy pubs cuts this and are exposing, he's told me loads of stuff that you people would know.
It's not as bad as the dirt I've got on Danny.
It probably isn't. Anyway, I'm on Tiny Rebel, I'm on Club Tropica, and you are on?
London Pride.
Oh, you're on the glass.
A classic. In the right glass. People care about that. I don't know if you see that on social media. You probably don't use X, do you? There's a lot of pub content on X.
I use Twitter, innit?
Twitter, yeah. The platform formerly known as Twitter.
I'm a big fan of branded glasses, but that London Pride, I've never had it, and I had a little sample of it. That is a really good real ale, yeah.
Really happy to hear that.
That's really
good. I think it's all right. This is the Doric Arch. I don't know if I've said that so far here. It's a little bit bland inside, isn't it? It's not.
It is a bit boring,
It's not the most beautiful pub inside, but it serves a purpose. I can think of worse ways to spend a Saturday afternoon / early evening.
I can think of better ways as well.
I think I've done my duty. I've delivered Danny hopefully on time to his train back to Stockport. Are you going back to Stockport, was it?
Stockport, that's the one.
Back up north. So here we are at the grim frontage of Euston. Danny, do you have any final thoughts on your brief time in London?
I just wish it was longer, to be fair. I feel like if people want the Tweedy Honest Places collabs, we'll do something along.
Yeah,
Yeah, I feel like we should have gone to a few more pubs, but we'll see. If people want it, we'll give it to them. You know what I mean? We'll give it to them.
So if you'd like to see me and Danny in future up north somewhere where they have actually probably better beer than the...
I feel like we should be up there.
It's not terrible down here, but, you know, it's a bit of a mixed bag down here in London. And, you know, if you're like me, you like Old Man Bitter, probably a better deal up north. So,
Go to West Yorkshire, Northern, and you can get bitter all you want.
yeah. No, you're welcome.
There you go. You got some banging B-roll there, Mr. Tweedy. Banging B-roll.
All right, well, thank you, Danny. Really appreciate you coming to, you know, keep me company this afternoon. And thanks for watching. See you on the next one.
See you later.
Bye.
I've got a takeaway cup because I can't drink as fast as a Tweedy pubs. I've got a takeaway.
You started earlier. Don't beat yourself up.
It's going to be like I'm ingesting. You're going to put some music in the background?
Yeah, it'd be like an ascent to heaven. Going up north, back to God's own country, but you're an atheist. Cheers, Danny.